For the first time in history, two black starting quarterbacks will face off on Super Bowl Sunday. Philadelphia Eagles' Jalen Hurts and Kansas City Chiefs' Patrick Mahomes. This historic matchup comes 35 years after Washington's Doug Williams became the first black starting QB to play and win in the Super Bowl. But this morning, we want to end with highlighting an athlete on the other side of the ball. His name's Emlen Tunnell. Nick Smith has more on how his defensive prowess set him apart on the field and the sea.
Emlen Tunnell was born March 29, 1924 in Bryn Mawr, Pennsylvania. During his freshman year at the University of Toledo, he suffered a neck injury which nearly ended his athletic career and his life. But Tunnell went from toughing it out on the turf to balling out on the basketball court. In 1943, he led his team to the National Invitation Tournament Championship game. Instead of sailing into the sunset, Tunnell attempted to enlist in the Army and Navy during World War II. But he was rejected by both because of his neck injury. Tunnell was finally accepted to the Coast Guard as a steward's mate, where his defensive skills came in handy. In 1944, he was unloading explosives and fuel from a cargo ship when it was hit by a Japanese torpedo in the South Pacific. Tunnell raced to a shipmate who was engulfed in flames. With just his bare hands, he helped put out the fire and carried his shipmate to safety. 2 years later, Tunnell, who could hardly swim, jumped into freezing water and rescued another shipmate who had fallen overboard. In 2021, a Coast Guard cutter was named in Emlen Tunnell's honor. A year after Jackie Robinson joined the Brooklyn Dodgers as the first black player in Major League Baseball, a tenacious Tunnell hitchhiked from Pennsylvania to New York on a banana truck to make some history of his own. He showed up unannounced, tried out for the New York Giants, and became the first black athlete to play with them. In his 14 seasons, the 9-time Pro Bowler, 2-time NFL champion, had 79 career interceptions. The dynamic safety is still second on the NFL's all-time list. Tunnell retired on top. His final game was the Green Bay Packers' first championship under Vince Lombardi in 1961. He helped beat his former team, the Giants, 37-0. In 1967, Tunnell became the first black player inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. During his speech, he thanked the banana truck driver who gave him that ride to New York 2 decades earlier. So today, we salute Emlen Tunnell, risk taker, and a giant on the field and on the sea.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.